what we need. And I am the humble Mr.
But see, look at my lip. Look.
Vandy's a sin, princess.
Hush your mouth.
It's Freestyle Friday, y'all. I'm going to skim through this news. I'm leaving mostly up to you guys, man. There's been so many bombs, man. I've been on the radio. I've been on the news blog so much, man. I'm tired of being on the internet. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all doing? What's going on? My niece is downstairs eating pho, or my wife was eating pho, and my niece is down there heating up her food. And something I realized while I was down there napping.
That my mouth is slow. I had dental work, y'all, so excuse me.
No, my hypothesis was not about your dental work, even though it's
really lovely.
It's awesome at best.
I look like Bobby Brown after that last booyaka.
No, your booyaka abuse or use I'm not going to get into. But what I was thinking was, honestly, I really don't care about the news anymore. My whole focus right now is what the hell is Ali Alawi going to do as his first act as central bank governor? I don't care about Fitz maintains his rating, their credit rating at a B-. I know that the central bank is linked to the U.S. Treasury. I know that. And the International Monetary Fund. I've told you guys that 100% true. That it's not markets that dictate how this country is going to revalue their currency. It's little three-letter agencies such as the USA, the IMF, and Treasury that are going to dictate where you and I are sitting here in a week or two. And you guys are bashing the news. They're saying, don't listen to the news. It's bad. Listen to me. I'm right. Well, they ain't got nothing right since being sitting on my show one time. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they got right was making me believe that they had some actual information about something that wasn't actually true.
You know what we think?
What do you think?
We think he has a man crush on you.
Is that what everybody thinks?
Yeah.
A bromance?
A bromance, yes. So, yeah.
Aww.
I
had so many crushes on me, though. Remember JD? John Dowling.
I mean, I know who you're talking
about. One, and then number two, remember the other guy?
I remember all.
Okay.
I remember all the guys.
I'm so pretty. Why these dudes like me? I like girls. I don't like these dudes, man.
Don't worry.
They be still riding me like they like me. But that's not even the case. If I watched another man's newscast and report on exactly what he did but said the opposite, if I was watching a newscast, I'd be like, what the F does that have to do with the news? You know what I'm saying? Get your head out of your ass, do your own thing, and report the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to all these dudes that be having a man crush on me, hi haters, Do I already have some thumbs down? Can I get some thumbs up? Y'all were short, man. We got over 500 likes on the rant. Could you believe that? We got 500 likes on the rant, but we didn't get 500 likes on the cast. I needed to get the cast on. Man, thank you guys. And if you guys are out there watching, please give a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you're a subscriber.
Love our house. It's ours. No one's.
If you're new to this, give me an opportunity to expound upon my position and at least convince you of what's going on is going on, right? Mm-hmm. Would you do me a favor, please? Would you hand me that little whiteboard right there?
Are you going to erase this? Here.
No, I'm not going to erase it. I'm going to talk about a few key points.
You want this?
No, I don't need this. Okay. Number one, the Speaker of the House went to Kuwait. And I told you guys that. And then there was an article that it came out today about the Speaker of the House going to Kuwait about the donor conference money. So a lot of people are going to out here and sit here and tell you, well, you don't know what you're talking about. How'd you know that? You know? Huh? I don't understand what you're asking.
I wasn't. Go ahead.
No, you said something. What'd you say?
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, you said something. You interrupted my thoughts. So what was the question?
No, you were looking at that, and I was about to say something else, but go ahead. That's what happened.
So I told you guys that the Speaker of the House was in Kuwait. I told you guys that I was waiting for the IMF report to come out, right?
This is what I was going to tell you.
Huh? You can't see what's on the whiteboard either. Inky used. Oh, you can't see it. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Why did you say that? I'm reading it. So.
Okay.
I mean, I know you can't see it. It's from my talking points.
Right. And I thought he was messaging you there. So that's why I stopped. So go ahead.
Okay. Anyway. So I told you guys that Halabusi, I'm sorry about the dead air. I told you guys that Halabusi was in Kuwait asking for the donor conference money. That article came out today. And Halabusi was in Kuwait asking for the donor conference money. We know there's a new a CBI governor that's in play. We know that there is, hold on. I'm going to where this message is real quick. We know that everything is in play. The only thing that's not seated is the MOE. We know that the IMF, and I'm going to go over that with you guys in a second, what the IMF said. I told you I was looking specifically for what they said. I know exactly what they said. I'm going to read it to you. We struck a deal with the Kurds. We approved Alawi. We're going to look for that to be on a Saturday or Sunday. We know that's true because that's why the IMF gave the ruling they gave. The IMF basically came out, y'all. Spoiler alert. And said that. Hold on, I'll make you put this. Can you put this up for me real quick? Basically, what the IMF came out and said was, you're good to go. You're ready. Directors, look who's in this picture. Look who is in this picture. Daisy, are you the IMF? Daisy, are you the IMF? Do you know what Iraq's going to do? Will you please tell these other YouTubers so they'll have a clue that you give me all your news and facts? Come here, Daisy. Come here. Come back up here. Come on. The people want to see you. Come on. Daisy says she's not giving any more facts out tonight. But Daisy, with Craig, with Shay Pa, with Mo, with all of them, was in the Patreon chat. And she was swapping information to get you to the promised land because you know why? She talked to aliens. Aliens. And you know what else she did? She criticized every other YouTuber that was out there. And she said, she's 150% right, not 100. She also said that her and the King of Guru crew, the gang, had all the news about everything. I'm listening to Daisy here on out. I don't know what y'all are doing. Daisy's smarter than me. The Interior Minister's got an action to go out there and arrest. There's mass arrests that's going to happen. We know the main thing that I want to tell you guys is this. This is the truth. Hold on. I'm going to get straight to it. I want to get straight to the IMF report. Okay? And I'm not trying to just sugarcoat anything. My whole day was wrapped up around this one thing. And the IMF report says this. They conclude the Article 4 interpretation or the counseling. The major risk to the outlook is a fall in oil prices, which would lower export and budgetary revenues. I told you guys that my major thing about what was holding up the Iraqi Dinar, and I hinted to it, was oil. The second thing that I never got to, that I never hinted at, was Ali Al-Bak's education level to carry this through. I don't think he possessed the level of education to reinstate a currency. Does that make sense? Meaning that as the acting CBI governor, I didn't see his credentials in the fact we needed someone like an Alawi to be in place because he's a MIT civil engineer. So an engineer, what they basically do is put things together, take things apart. His background is the finance with other things, right? Mm-hmm. So financially speaking, he can dismantle or mantle a economy is what I'm looking at. And because he has an English descent or English background, he makes him more qualified than most people out there. Okay. So the next thing that the board says is that they were encouraged by the recent strengthening of Iraqi's economy, but recognized that the country continues to face daunting challenges. Social conditions remaining harsh, post-war reconstruction progress is slow, development needs are large, and institutional weaknesses are significant. Oil prices are volatile, and difficult regional and geopolitical environment poses additional difficulties. The directors encourage the authorities to seize the opportunity to present the improved security situation and higher oil prices to implement policies and structural reform aimed at ensuring macroeconomic and financial stability, tackling long-standing social problems, and promoting sustainable and inclusive growth. The directors emphasize the gradual fiscal adjustment, including containing current primary spending, and boasting non-oil revenues and essential in maintaining fiscal and debt stability. They recommend that spending measures should be priority to contain the growth in wage bill and lowering subsidies in the electrical sector. Directors emphasize that the poorest and the most vulnerable must be protected from the adjustment process. What they're saying basically is in Iraq, they got to protect the people with air conditioning because it's hot. Simply put. Does that make sense? When they talk about electrical, they're not talking about making ice cubes for your drink like I'm so privileged in this country to have. I'm so very privileged to be sitting here in America having an ice cube drink. Does that make sense? But what they're saying to you is that they need to have electricity be the forefront of what's going on. Okay? This is the meat and potatoes of everything. The directors agreed that building public institutions and enhancing governance is a key for success, and highlighted the scope for fund capacity development in certain areas of support. They welcome progress in developing an anti-corruption framework and call for further modification to the legal regime for combating corruption compelled with stronger coordination between the relevant government agencies, while continuing to strengthen the framework for anti-money laundering and combating the finance of terrorism. Directors also recommended strengthening public investment management framework to ensure that spending is well directed and the donor. Okay, this is the bomb of all bombs. Hold on. Do I need to get my bombs up here? Hold on. Are my bombs ready? I only got one bomb. This is my bomb. Bomb time. And you're going to say, well, Mr. Brando, you weren't prepared. You didn't have your bomb ready. My bomb's been ready since I read this report. But my mind wasn't ready because I was downstairs really trying to think. Because of all the news that I saw, there's so much good news. I'm not worried about any of it. I was only worried about this news. This and where everybody thinks we are right now. So I'm going to go ahead and unleash the bomb. And I'm going to read you this line. I'm going to release the bomb, and I'm going to tell you one time. The directors also recommend strengthening public investment management framework to ensure that spending is well directed and that the donor funds targeting reconstruction are put to the most efficient use. The only way that they could touch the donor conference money was to have a reinstated currency. The only way you could touch the donor conference was to have a reinstated currency. It says right here, I told you that Halabassi was up in Kuwait talking with them in northern Iraq, didn't I? I told you that 2 days ago. He is. I told you that he wasn't going to wait. It was a day ago. I told you that. He is. And guess what? He asked in the article I just read to you guys, article before that, he wants the donor conference money. The only way the donor conference money that you can get in your hands is to have a reinstated currency. And guess what the IMF told them? Is well directed that the donor funds targeting reconstruction are put to the most efficient use. We got a new central bank governor 3 days before that. You got the IMF ruling just in time. You got Halabassi going to Kuwait. If I wrote this any better, everything I tell you, I've told you. You asked me what the benchmarks are. I told you. You asked me what was in play. I told you. And guess who else told you? Iraq told you. U.S. Treasury told you. And guess who else told you? The IMF told you today. Donor conference money equates to reinstated monies. Now, you can follow some moron out there that's following some projection that you heard on a YouTube podcast based on bull if you want to. But you know what I'm going to follow? I'm going to follow the news. And you know why I'm going to follow the news? Because the news can lie and the lie can figure, but figures don't lie. And this news figures. It does. Everything I told you. So if everything I told you was a lie, then why did they put it in print? Is there some conspiracy to follow Mr. Brando in Iraq that's going to tell you everything Mr. Brando says we're going to lie about? And we're going to lie and make it true because that will throw every speculator off everywhere in the universe because we're going to print everything he says. I wore my Jesus tonight because I felt like I needed the hand of God on top of my shoulders tonight when I gave this talk because I didn't want to watch any news. I didn't want to read anything but the IMF report. So I wanted Jesus around my neck to hold me true and hold me strong in my convictions in this. I know it sounds crazy. A lot of people think that I'm anti-religion. I'm not anti-religion. I just think that religion is sometimes played upon by the masses on the weak for control. I believe in a higher being. I don't believe in control. So the IMF has ruled. They're ready to get the donor conference money. They're ready to step out of Article 4. They're ready to move forward. Everything, Moody and Fitch rated them a B-. We knew that, though. The reason why it's a B-, here's a spoiler alert. They're a B- because they didn't reinstate their currency. And because they didn't have all the ducks in a row till the very last minute. I'm not trying to tell you I told you so because that's wrong. I told you so is stupid. What I tried to tell you is that they told you that they can accept the donor conference money. When they told you they could accept the donor conference money, they could reinstate their currency. So basically, they're approving Alawi, right, as the IMF, as the CBI governor. When they approved the CBI governor, the IMF, because remember, the IMF really never recognized a body as central bank governor, right? They kind of gave him the, okay, but they never really recognized him like this, right? Well, with this news that came out,
You didn't get an intro.
I didn't do my intro?
That's what Lori.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do it opposite. I want you to do it all crazy like me, and I'm going to do it crazy like you. Yeah, I want you to wave your hands and do the dance, and I'm going to do it like you. Let's do it one time.
Not tonight.
Why not?
My face not fully functional.
Well, I'm going to start doing my intro from way back there then.
Go for it.
So go ahead and do your intro. So I got to get up.
I'm April BB.
And I am Mr. Brando. And that's Daisy. And you know what else? We are the status of the reinstatement of the Iraqi Dinar IQD chat and world news. Now, we are so close to realizing our dreams that now I have nothing else to say tonight. It is 7:20, and I'm going to take nothing but calls.
Pimpe has a special guest for you.
Who?
He won't tell me. He says it's a surprise.
Pimpe, call me with a special guest. I'm ready for all special guests. I know Barry's out there listening. Big Jaw's out there listening tonight. I know also we got a couple of special guests. Big Jaw, you want to call? Minx, you want to call? You ask, and you shall receive. Jaw's out there listening. Beg my line. This is me. What's going on?
It's me, Big Dog. You ready? Look, we are not going to be outdone. We are not going to be outdone. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sit.
Hola a todos. Soy un extranjero mexicano.
That's right. I went out and got us our own alien.
Oh! Hold on. Let me talk to the alien. Hold on. Let me talk to the alien.
Okay, I'll put it on there. Hold on. You better talk English. Where you going? Sorry.
Hola, alien. ¿Cómo estás? Bien.
I said, hey, you know, it's so funny because, you know what? I said, one of our people that we like to compete with, but he went out and he got himself an alien. I said, we ain't going to be outdone. I said, we ain't going to be outdone. I'm going to get my own alien. I got a Mexican alien with me right here.
Oh, my God. You can't do that.
I might get a kick out of you. I might get a kick out of you.
Oh, my God. That's so racist. Anyway. Hey.
I'm not racist. I'm married to her. She's, you know.
You're married to an alien. Oh, my God.
Hey, so look, I thought you said we weren't going to talk about the other. You know what I mean? Earlier.
Oh. You know what, though? I have to say this. I wasn't going to speak of the others until I had this hypothesis of about being 100% correct.
Oh, no. You know I got to chime in on this.
Okay, hold on. And this person is 100% never correct. They flop and they flip more than a pair of used flip-flops from used Old Navy. And you know what? I'm not mad at them for mentioning my name in every video because that's the only relevancy they have in the universe is mentioning my name. But you know what? Keep giving me subscribers. Keep giving me Kangaroo because you know what? Every Patreon person that we get is laying the foundations of the building blocks for excellent later on. And you know what?
Golden zombies.
Oh, yeah. And you know what else they do? They make themselves more irrelevant in the process. So, God bless them.
We teased them a little bit over it. That's why I was having fun with them. But then I told you what happened. I started getting questions in my inbox, and I was like, oh, God, somebody must have said something. And I'm going to tell you what the questions are. You ready for this?
Please.
Okay, here's what the first question is. A guru stated that corruption cleanup is just starting. Is this true? No, they've been cleaning it up for a little. Remember, we talked about this not even a couple months ago. We talked about how the counterfeit gangs are busted, how they started busting all the politicians that were
the coins. Remember the coins. Remember the coins.
Interpol is arrested 613 people. We've been talking about this now for a couple of months. It ain't just started. It's been starting. And one thing that these people have to remember, the start happened a couple years ago. I'm gonna prove it to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
The IMF said in order for them to get their ducks in a row, they had to pass three audits. Remember that?
Right.
And they had to stay within 3%. And the reason why they wanted them to pass these audits from Ernst, I said it right this time, Ernst & Young, was because the people were stealing the money and they had to stay within 3%. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 years and 3 audits. So they've been keeping an eye on. Now, I'm not saying they've been free of corruption, but they started doing something about this a long time ago. And we knew that it was going to get big time. And remember when we found out that Interpol got involved? I said, ooh, Interpol is involved. That means the big dogs, higher up politicians. And I said, my friend said, one big name is going to get nailed. And I couldn't figure out who it was, but you were able to nail it. So we'll see if that happens, okay? Okay, the other thing was that so that person's wrong. No, it ain't just get started, and it ain't going to happen over the next 6 weeks. It's already been going, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, it says, is the fact that all 3 stock markets hit high within 3 straight weeks a sign? Have we ever saw this happen before? No, since Trump's been in office, he set 174 new record highs on the stock market. So it ain't just happened within 3 straight weeks. This has been going on since he's been in office. This isn't new. All these have been hitting record highs. 174.
And hold on. Let me break it down to the ridiculous real quick, okay?
Go ahead.
I want you to be the stock market as a skit, okay? And I want me to be Iraq, okay?
Okay.
I want you to judge your stock market off of trade deals and off of tariffs and off of global economics, and I want me to be Iraq, okay? So, no, Pipe, hold on. This is as ridiculous as the whole stock thing is, okay? This is how ridiculous it is. So I'm watching Pipe, and Pipe's a new YouTuber, okay? He's hitting record highs. He went from 200 subscribers to 800 subscribers in the afternoon being on this platform. He's Nasdaq. He's trending. He's the next big thing, right?
Okay.
And I'm little old Iraq watching them and saying, oh my God, because you guys are hitting record highs, I must stop what I'm doing and stop my whole global economy and stop everything that I put in place for the last 15 years to watch you and admire you and to hold up, because you know what? That makes a lot of freaking sense.
Hey, wait a minute. Look, I keep trying to impress you with me breaking records. I've been doing it now for 3 years. Come on now, change your rate.
Hold on, Dow. And if this weekend you hit this number, and hold on, Dow. If you hit this number on a Friday, I promise you, everybody, that it's going to reinstate this day. But hold on, an hour later, I'm going to come out. And an hour later, I'm going to flip. I'm going to flop. Because you know what? I don't stand on my own convictions. I don't.
You know what? I'm just gonna go out and say it right now. I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna go out and say it. The risk gonna change this weekend. Okay, look, I might have jumped a little ahead of time. You know damn well, Jeff is listening. We just giving you shit, Jeff. Dude, we just like teasing you. Stop
Man, get your panties out of your butt and quit being a wimp. God, it's a joke. It's a joke. And you know what? Hold on, Pimpe. I'm gonna say this right now. It's a joke. We're laughing, and you know what? Everybody laughed at me, and everybody laughed at me. Everybody laughed at me in April, and you know what? Everybody's gonna laugh at me at the end of this month. It doesn't happen. They're gonna laugh at me at the end of the next month. It doesn't happen. They're gonna criticize you. They're gonna come after you. Welcome to YouTube. That's exactly what YouTube is. It's an open platform for scrutiny based upon your opinion. But you know what? I'm basing my opinion in fact because I can prove it to you. And you know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And you know what? I don't even care. I'm not the soothsayer.
It's the whole thing, though. Everything is just speculation because the truth is no person really knows. What we do is we make educated guesses based on what we've researched. Now, I keep telling people, man, if anybody wants to try to go up against me, go ahead. I'm a pit bull when it comes to research, man. I'll tear them up. Okay, so I was like, what is these? People are telling me, and they didn't say who, but later on, I guessed. I was like, the only time they do this, somebody must have said something, and I go, oh God. See, somebody must say, I called Mr. B. I said, somebody talking about you again because.
Hold on, Pimpe, hold on.
Uh-huh.
The other day, I heard an alien YouTuber talking about Venezuela. Someone brought that up to me. I hear about a certain YouTuber mentions me in every video because another YouTuber mentions me in every video because they just feel the need that they love me.
Is that the one with the alien?
No, this is another one.
Oh, we got our own alien, just so everybody knows.
I heard early people tell me I didn't know what the hell I was talking about because all my information was based upon something they couldn't corroborate. But you know what? When you read articles and you got no contacts, and I could read my contacts again tonight. Let them speak on the air.
Up a little bit, or is it mine again?
It might be mine. But you know what? I could do it again tonight. But you know what? The proof's in the pudding. You want to hear contacts. Intel is not intel. It's information. Information is freely given. And you know what? I don't charge for that information. I never have. And you know what I'll never do? I'll tell you about investment strategy for a fee because that's where my heart lays and that's where this is going. And I'm not trying to be mean to anybody.
Because I'm going to join you here in a second.
I know you are.
Okay, so it says, how come we haven't heard anything lately about the reconstruction? Is this due to the China trade? And I said, I agree. We haven't heard a whole lot about it.
What? They just had a whole conference about the other day.
Why does it have anything to do with the China trade? I said, if anything, if any country has anything to do with why we haven't heard a whole lot about the construction, that would be Iran. And that's only because Iran has been stopping ships in the Hormuz.
Listen to me on this, y'all. Listen to me before I do this. The only person that Iraq probably, if they're listening to anybody, they should listen to Iran. Iran is telling them every day. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Lee. Iran is telling them every day to reinstate your currency.
We know that Iran's been stopping ships in Hormuz.
Yeah, and Iran's telling them, help me help myself. Exchange your currency so I can go out and accumulate more euros. And if you reinstate your currency, you want to know the big myth to all this? You want to know my whole freaking plan? Oil was too high, okay? Oil was way too high. We need to pass Article 4, which we just did. Everything else is good, okay? I'm waiting on more stuff to come out. We got a new CBI governor, which I called. But the reason why I'm telling you that is Iran is telling them right now every day, you need to reinstate your currency. You need to reinstate your currency. We're going to lie to the United States, and we're going to tell them, you know what? When we reinstate our currency, we're going to get off the whole nuclear program. That's the next lie that's going to come out.
No, this is my favorite one. You ready for this?
Go for it.
Is agriculture the only thing holding up the China trade deal? Dude, the China trade deal is not about agriculture. Where that comes in is during the G20 meeting, Trump promised not to add new tariffs if China agreed to start taking some of our agriculture. That's not what the trade agreement's about. That was just a gentleman's agreement during the G20 meeting. The real trade agreement is way more than a damn agriculture, I can tell you that. It's technology that they're putting and instilling inside our software. Okay, first of all, there's just trade secrets that they're stealing. They're stealing people's intelligence or rights to their inventions. They're installing spyware and stuff they create for us. If you look at Huawei, that's phones that we're using, and in there they had put types of software that would relay everything that's on your phone would be sent to them. So, these are huge national security issues. So it has nothing to do with agriculture. And I did hear that part because I went over there and I go, you guys got to be lying to me, right? And the guy's like, so with the real trade agreement, I was like, that's not the trade agreement, dude. Are you serious? You think it really has everything to do with agriculture? No, it doesn't, man. And then so here's the other one. Is the ISX going live in October with a new platform? No, it's already live. What people are talking about is ISX is already going on.
Steven, hold on. Pempe.
Go ahead.
Steven just says, why does the IMF report detail the rate out at 2014 at 1182? And I'll tell you the reason. I'll tell you the answer to that question. Because if they told you the rate was $14.75, what would happen?
If everybody knew exactly the date, everybody would rush out and stock up like you wouldn't believe. Look, if that thing told me the exact date of when a rate change was going to happen, what would you do?
Okay, now let's back up. So
Okay.
I have a friend that's involved in the ISX. I mention my friend from time to time. I'm not going to share his name. My friend in the ISX told me the brokerage company that he's been using in the ISX has been busier in the last 3 or 4 days than they have been in the total entirety they've been trading in the ISX.
There's a sense of urgency.
Hold on, Mr. Brando. Do you think now, until 2020, president election, will the RV?
I think it's going to happen in 2019.
Okay, here's my opinion about this. Trump has zero to do with the reinstatement of the Iraqi Dinar. Treasury has a big deal to do with the Iraqi Dinar. So does the IMF.
Yeah, the IMF does, big time.
And the IMF does, right? So listen to this. Let's just say
nothing happens without them recognizing, again, Iraq's currency. And once they recognize it again, and it's back as a recognizable currency on an international basis,
right.
Then that's it. It starts. We're able to buy and sell inside your banks.
Right. So here's the answer to that question, short-lived. If Trump had something personally gained from it, with all these, either how you want to look at it, negative or positive Mueller reports that's come out about what he's doing or what he's done or Russia, don't you think that one last thing you would want to probably leave you with is his whole involvement in Iraq? I hold 40 trillion dinars, and so you know what? I reinstated the currency so I could have a financial windfall from it.
Oh, that's a violation of the emolument clause.
Okay, so
there's no way
he can't do it.
That Trump would personally try to do something so he could personally gain from it.
Okay.
So, don't get me wrong. If he owned the currency ahead of time and he benefited from it, that's one thing.
Right.
To purposely go out of your way to make it happen so that you can personally gain from it. See, a president while in office cannot have a business that they own in which they make a decision and they personally and financially gain from it. That's a violation of the Monuments Clause, okay? Just so you guys know.
Now, let me explain something else to you guys. When Trump got office, right, to join his Florida golf establishment, it cost $100,000. When he gained presidency, it costs now $1 million to join said golf organization. Okay? It's the same thing in life. With information comes good things or comes bad things, right? I'm not saying he's capitalizing off of his investment, but he reestablished his investment when he changed the membership. Okay? Hold on. Hi, Miss BB. What else are what?
Wait, real quick, Mr. B. I want to finish that Nasdaq thing.
I've already answered that 3 times.
They have already been in business with Nasdaq, the ISX has, since 2007. All this new agreement is a continuation of Nasdaq to allow them to share in their technology so that they can move quicker. That's all that is.
It's an app update. Update. That's all it is.
They're just sharing the same technology. They're sharing, okay, every time NASDAQ changes, they change with them. That's all it is. It's not like they're launching a new platform. It's not a new platform. They're just continuing their existing relationship with NASDAQ. It's been going on since 2007.
Okay, hold on. So everybody out here that holds a YouTube app, at some point, YouTube has to, they're going to generate a new update for your app, right? Think of this as a NASDAQ, IMF, ISX update, okay? So YouTube says, look, if you don't update the app, you won't be able to utilize and take advantage of all the different special functions as creators, as watchers, as channel holders, blah, 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 blah. You won't be able to take full advantage of everything because you don't have the app updated. That's what the ISX is doing with NASDAQ right now, okay? When they update the app at the beginning of October, then ISX will be able to take full advantage of what's going on. But they've been launched. ISX has been going on before a lot of people even knew it.
We've actively been trading on ISX. For those who don't know, we all belong to a group. Miss April, and Mr. B, and me. We belong to a group of individuals. We have actively already been trading on the ISX. So it isn't going to launch the ISX. The ISX already exists. This new agreement with Nasdaq, all that is a continuation of something that already existed. That's it. So for them to say, oh, a new platform, no, they've already been doing business together, right, you guys? We wouldn't screw with you. Now, here's the thing about I want to bring up that's different. And people, if this individual wants to pick on and talk crap, here's the thing. Here's what makes Mr. B's platform different. This gentleman has brought people from Iraq there in the location to talk to people live on the air. They've spoken about things. They tell you what's going on. In addition to that, we've also brought to you guys recordings from 3 different banks telling you what's going on with the exchange and how to do the exchange once it happens. So this isn't something that's being done elsewhere. These are what is different from this platform versus others. It isn't just, just come to my platform, I'm hyping up. I heard that, hyping up news. No, it ain't hyping up news. This is different, all right? The recordings, we give you links. If you go to our Facebook group, we post links when we tell you about things that say, don't believe us, go look for yourself. We don't have any problems. We're not trying to hide it. We're trying to share it. That's the difference between us. Go to the links and see for yourself. That's a huge difference than anybody else is doing out there right now.
And you know what else?
You guys got Pimpy. Gosh damn it. How better? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And no, hold on. We got Pimpy, and that's the real freaking deal. But we got Angel out there spreading the love. She was also the person that asked me about the social media platform. And I'm dead set. I've been talking to a couple people, and they know who they are in LA. I want to start our social media platform. We're going to be into doing different things that are Patreon. And we're going to launch all that. We're going to do the damn thing. We are. So, Angel, you asked me before about it. You need to hit us up about it because we're definitely doing that. But we're not out here spreading fake news. There's no reason to spread fake news because there's so much real news that I don't have to spread fake news or report on somebody else.
Everything we talk about, because we'll give you the link. Remember that? I posted a huge link telling everybody where the Executive Order 13303 is. You guys could go read all 411 pages yourself. I was like, go. I've read it. I've been through it, all right? I know what's going on. Okay? It's just crazy to although I did say this though, Mr. B, you gotta embrace your haters, man. I told you need more.
No, Pimpy, you guys gotta admit, I don't even answer the comments anymore. I've been doing good. Miss BB's been getting on my butt about it. So you know what? I leave it alone. If I don't like the comment, I just delete it. I block the user. But you know what? I've told you guys, I have no ill will towards any YouTuber that's out there. I'm not going to call them.
If here's the thing, I'll admit, I will go to Jeff's channel. I will. And only not to listen to Jeff's personal videos, but he will post some articles in there which are pretty good. And sometimes I don't have time to go out and read them. So I don't mind seeing what he's got. He has this little thing that reads articles for you, which is cool. I don't mind. I'll go there. I'll listen to them real quick if I don't have a lot of time. So it's not that I like just teasing him. I like giving him a hard time. You know what I mean? Jeff's a pretty cool guy. I mean, I heard him on your show. We were bashing him. I was just giving him a hard time because you were saying, hey, I'm 100%. When you say that, ooh, man, you are putting yourself out there. And there's going to be people like me who love to pull on people's, you know what I mean, joke around. We're going to go after you whenever you're wrong just to give you a hard time.
And here's my thing.
Told me if I didn't do it, she was going to beat me up. So I had to go out there and do that.
And here's my thing. I'm not going to endorse. I'm not ever going to put another person on this platform ever again that doesn't share our point of view. So not share our point of view, that doesn't have an active contribution to what's going on. Mr. B, now that Iraq SPA has expired, is there a time limit to get your currency RI'd? Well, like I told you guys, the first official act of the new acting CBI governor is the crucial pinpoint to what's going on. If you want to know what's going to happen, like I told everybody, if the other day I told you guys it was like Halloween in the Iraqi Dinar business, this weekend is kind of like my birthday. If I'm going to equate it to a holiday, my birthday, My birthday, my Iraqi Dinar birthday is this weekend. Because everything that I want to see happen has to happen by Monday. Will Alawi stop the auctions? Will there be a different way they perform the auctions? Will he reinstate the rate? What's going to happen? Will he get approved by the official parliament coming up here in a couple of days? Well, Boosie, go ahead and usher him in. Why wouldn't he? Like my friend told you the other day, he's 90% sure it's going to happen.
Sorry. Steve shot you $10 for this comment and it's making me laugh. That is funny. Oh my God.
Steve, what up, Steve?
Did you read it?
I don't see it. What's the thing? Not a stripper to keep shirt on, please. I'm taking off my stuff. Y'all want to see all that lovely?
Keep the shirt on, please.
You saw me take my shirt off, right?
That was funny.
I'm out here. You know what, y'all? I'm laughing with y'all.
Hey, wait, I was about to shoot. Man, I was about to shoot you some. I was about to make it. Well, I was gonna make it hell because I'm poor right now. You know what I mean? There's a difference between making it rain with dollar bills. Making it hell is when you throw pennies at them. He said make it rain. No, I'm gonna make it hell.
But I'll make y'all really super duper laugh. With Pempe throwing pennies at me and Steve throwing 10 and Angel throwing 12, I don't anyway ask anybody to give me anything.
It's like Angel.
Angel, right? Angel, I want you to get in touch with us to talk about the social media platform because you had an interest in it. Steve is already a Patreon. My whole idea of y'all about everything is this. I don't care about the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar to that degree. What I do care about is all of you getting your money out of it. And when you get your money out of this investment, you're a part of a platform that helps your money to grow because so many of you are scared to death. A lot of y'all, you know what? Success is probably the worst thing that could ever happen to you. I'm telling you all this. I know a lot of y'all are sitting out there right now saying, oh, I want to be rich, I want to be rich, I want to be rich. But do you want to be rich for a weekend?
There's a huge difference between wanting to be rich and staying rich.
And staying rich.
85 for those words, Mr. B, haunt me, dude. The guy from Davos talked about the people in Kuwait. I'm going to bring it up. I said it a million times, but I'm going to say it again. What that person said was this. There will be a short-term ride for stock people to take advantage of the speculators because what happened in Kuwait was when a ton of new millionaires became rich, they jumped into the stock market with no experience, and within 5 months, 85% of them were already broke. Broke, dude. That's 8.5 out of every 10 people. That means only 1.5 of us is going to continue to stay rich.
Okay, hold on. Let me give you an example, okay? So most of us are afraid of banks. Ms. Bibi, are you fairly familiar with like investment firms like Merrill Lynch or JD or some of these other people, right? So when I give my money to one of these institutions, do I have control over my investment?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah.
Well, no, but how much control do I really have?
You can have 100%. I've had a Charles Schwab account. You can.
Okay,
100%.
and so if I'm already not versed in having an account and I invest in Charles Schwab, what's the difference between that and me holding on my money, investing it into doors, and developing some type of residual income that's going to pay me every month, as opposed to having an account with Charles Schwab? What's the difference?
I mean, it's just about what you do with it. That's the bottom line.
So whoever takes their money, invest it, it's going to show some type of return, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I invest my money in the very banking institution that most of these people have disdain for, why would I do that?
I mean, I guess I'm missing your point. Are you talking
My
about
point
brokers?
My point is this. If you don't trust banks, why do you trust brokers? Do brokers of banks make them any more credible than banks themselves? Why don't you have control of your own destiny? Just a question. I mean, people can criticize me for whatever they want to say, or I'm not even looking out for the negativity at this point. I'm just saying that if I don't trust a system that's already in place, why don't I be a part of a system that's going to be in place that's different than the current system in play? If I was a person that was going to invest after I got a newfound wealth, I'm going to invest my monies with people and do things differently than I've always done. I'm just saying.
I mean, I think it's a good idea to go out and find a legit. Don't find one that works on commission, but find a financial advisor, not a friend of a friend. All right, go and find a real financial advisor that's going to point you in the right direction. And you don't want one that's commission based, not commission based, because all they're going to do is push you toward the things in which they earn commissions. But for the most part, Dan, don't trust yourself. If you're not savvy.
Got a call coming.
Hold on, we got a call coming through, Pepe. Hold on. Pepe, hold on real quick, bro. Hello, caller. How are you?
Brando.
Yo!
You don't just drop bombs. That's napalm, baby.
Man, I keep telling y'all I'm feeling anthrax to your YouTube studio right now.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. It smells like victory.
I'm in here making a few million with the post my friends.
Bomb he be dropping. That's fire he be dropping. But Mr. Brando, I got one request.
Go ahead.
Can you explain how by Iraq touching the donor conference money, how is that tied to a new rate? Can you explain that?
Yes, I can. Hold on. So when they had the donor conference, right? They tried to raise all these billions of dollars. Iraq wanted like a lot more money than what they got, right? So they got most of the money that they needed to ascertain in the donor conference through loans and through short-term, like kind of like gifts. But the agreement of the donor conference is that a little institution called Kuwait was going to hold the donor conference money. Now, part of Kuwait already is in bed with Iraq because of the reparations from the invasion. So it's no secret that when one went, the other went. Does that make sense? When Iraq was ready to like have the money to pay back the donor conference, it was going to be back through oil. So that's happening now. But a little thing that Kuwait said about 7 or 8 months ago was, if you reinstate your currency, pay me back in reinstated currency. If you get the donor conference money, the only way we're going to give it back to you is if you have reinstated currency. So for those of you that don't know, for them to touch the donor conference money, which is a huge benchmark for myself and for you, was that they were going to have the ability to touch the donor conference money. That's the only way. They weren't going to allow them to do it any other way. So, with Halabusi running to Kuwait, which is a coincidence, and I told you this a day beforehand, and he was there today. There's articles substantiating that. I told you that. I told you that he was there talking about the donor conference. He's there. We already know that. He already did that. Now, they just got a new CDI governor. I told you the confidence was there now. I told you that yesterday when I was on my rant. I told you all this yesterday. It's like I'm writing this for myself. I'm not smart, but Ray Charles can see what's going on. I'm not that smart. Y'all give me more credit than I freaking deserve. If there was a donation bar, the donation bar should say, for every single Kanga Guru person that's listening, I'm going to donate $10. And if each person gets 10 cents, I'm up. Because that's what you're investing in. You're not investing in Mr. Brando. You're investing in what Mr. Brando surmises the news at, right? And Pimpe. And people like you, caller, that are calling right now. That's what you're investing in. You don't want to be stuck in the mud. Anybody can read an article, but it takes a real person of intellect to tell you what the article really says. What does it mean? Where are we at? What's going on? You're sitting at the forefront of history! History! And if you ain't sitting here right now pooping double-edged razor blades, afraid of the wealth you're about to receive based upon your investment, and screw the haters, and screw the naysayers, and screw your family members, and screw everybody that ever poo-pooed on your idea, because you know what? You're about to be right. Now, when you're right, there comes a problem. Because now you got to manage all this money. What are you going to do? Who are you going to run to? Crickets. That's the real question, y'all. It's not, you were right when you bought the currency. I kept telling you all that. I told you long before I wanted this more for you than me because I knew I was right when I bought the currency. I told Miss Bibi the other day, I wanted to buy a Wraith. Rolls Royce Wraith. Remember? Yes, this morning. What'd I tell you?
What did I tell you?
What'd I say?
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 I heard you say, is you alive?
You know what I said? You're right. Sometimes it isn't about being first, it's being correct.
Did you say that? Did you say that?
Yeah, when you left.
Oh, when I left, when I couldn't hear.
When you was about 20 miles down the road, I said, Miss Bibi's smart. She's very smart. I'm gonna keep her around for like an hour and a half more when she gets home. No, she's freaking super smart. As well as everybody should have a person in their circle that they can bounce financial ideas off of based upon sound projections. If you don't have that person to tell you you don't need it, then you don't have a person in your life that's real with you.
Shout out to my girls out there. Lisa, Susan. What was we saying in the chat? They were saying in the chat the other day.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Juanita.
Mm-mm.
Remember that bad lip
My
reader that you
girls,
guys
they
got,
were saying
is it one of
everybody
the girls,
need a good
Bell.
woman. They need a good woman.
Virgin Mary?
Manage that money.
Man, let me tell you like this here. Everybody needs to stop and think right now, what the hell am I going to do if the rate changes on Sunday?
Start making my plans for a celebration in Vegas. That's what the hell I'm going to do first.
Pay off your debt, people. Just don't do nothing else. Just pay off your debt. That's it.
And I'm not saying Sunday is going to happen.
Don't make no major purchases.
Don't buy a new home.
Wait, did you just get me excited about Vegas for no reason?
No, Vegas is going to happen. We're going to Vegas. The week before it, we have some movie information we're going to come out with. We're going to do the Vegas deal. And then afterwards, we're going to set up the foundation, officers, stuff like that. If you guys didn't
see.
In
case you guys are all wondering, Pimpy loves Patron.
Me too. Me too. But not like that.
But not like that. Anyway, the point is, and I love Heritage Vodka, if you want to know. But the idea is the week before, multimedia, me, Mr. Frazier, Pempe, Daza, Bethany, will all be in Vegas, inking out some personal YouTube or station channel or not meet and greet, but like television deals. And we'll introduce one of the heads of the multimedia platform. And then when we go into the whole Vegas deal, it'll be recorded. We'll have fun. Afterwards, we'll elect people for the whole foundation. The first
night is about celebrating. A lot of people have been waiting a long time. Come in dressed to impress. Let your hair down. Relax and embrace what just happened. And have a great time.
And go to a fancy party and cut loose for a while. The whole part of this is a celebration.
Yes. And if anybody brings me a gold zombie, I'll be really impressed.
I'm probably going to have a real live gold zombie, if not 1, 2, or 3 dressed up at the party just for this occasion.
Yeah, dude, I would lose my shit if you did, because that would be funny. Oh, dang, hey, 196 likes. I haven't even brought it up. Hey, last time we were able to smash 200 on more than one occasion. And then I seen, would you say more than 500? Nice. Nice.
The idea of wealth.
Hey, this is something you guys don't know about. I found out about not just all of them being likes, but you actually want people to hit the thumb. Not that I want everybody to hit the thumbs down button.
I already went over that, Pimpe.
The more your videos are recommended on
Pimpe.
YouTube.
I already went over that. I already talked about that. Yeah.
I'm just getting your back, Miss April. I'm just getting your back.
No, because I talk to YouTube and that helps the algorithm.
And one person said the ladies should get together and party in St. Thomas. We can make it. I'll give you guys a better idea.
Nice.
The ladies should get together and party in St. Lucia's. And when you join Patreon, I'll tell you why. St. Lucia's.
We should all spend $1 and get our house in Italy over there, where I posted in the Facebook. They're selling houses for $1, and it costs $25,000 to fix them up. I'm gonna grab me like 3 of them right next to one another and make it one huge house, and then that's gonna be our ticket spot.
So let's do this. We got 2 minutes left. Let's recap. We got a new central bank governor. We got Halabusi actively and asking about the donor conference money. We got the IMF talking about the donor conference money, which we know from previous articles.
Wait. I wanted to ask you about that. You know, the fact that Halabusi is asking for this money, what's the story on that? That's not a good thing, right?
No, that's a great thing, because part of the deal was if they got the donor conference money, they had to have reinstated currency that was open and active on the international field. That's what they wanted.
Okay, while you're answering that question real quick, everybody in the chat, just post yes if you're going to be to the Vegas celebration party. Go ahead. I just want to see what happens.
They're going to fly Spirit.
You're going to fly more. The idea, though, is this. We know, I told you guys this. This was one of the biggest benchmarks. If they ever touch the donor conference money, they had to have reinstated currency. Oh my God!
Yes, look at that. Yes. Keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just want to see how many brothers and sisters out there are going to be.
Oh my God!
Yes, I love it. People, Vegas, dude, come on, man. We're going to make our own hangover movie, aren't we? Yes, we are.
Oh my God!
Oh, look at this. That's what I'm talking about right there. Look, I got the hookup in Vegas. We can take over.
Babe, look at this.
Dang, look at that, man.
Babe, are you looking at this? For every yes, hit the like button.
Brother, but just come on through.
Oh my God.
Come on through. Yes, I love it.
Oh my God.
That's what I was hoping. I'm hoping we should all be out there celebrating, man. Come on, this is a big event in our lives. I hope everybody will show up. That's big. I'm loving it.
And I want to tell you all this. When we rent out the hotel and we do what we do, and it's all love. I mean, I got nothing but hugs and respect and love for everybody. Like, for real, like, it's, oh my God, they're still going ham on it. Yes.
Yeah, I'm loving it. But I got to ask this question super quick. How many of you guys out there are poker players? Because in MGM, every morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, they start a Texas Hold'em tournament. So post poker if you're a poker player, because I want to grab a group of us to go through. So just hit poker. Just post poker for my poker players. I'm just curious.
Oh my God. We're going a little bit past this.
Texas Hold'em, baby, yes.
Dinar hugs for real. Texas Hold'em, USA.
Roulette, yeah, nice.
Oh my God. I'm going to tell y'all like this. The difference between this and every other crew out there, when we do this, it's going to be like The Hangover. It's going to be like Super Bad. It's going to be like, I don't know what.
Shit, we'll start our own poker tournament where we're at. Dang.
Shoot, yeah, we will.
We can do our own. High stakes tables right there. We'll get a big room, rent it out, make it a high rollers table, get a professional poker dealer, and we'll just play amongst ourselves. It's let's say a $5,000 buy-in, winner take all, or we can do top 1, 2, 3. What do you guys say? If you guys like that idea about us starting our own tournament, just put it on there, Texas Hold'em. Just respond, Texas Hold'em.
And can you please hit the like button? Can you please hit the like button?
Yeah, all the girls is gonna be out shopping. We gonna get our driver to take us to the mall.
While y'all don't look at that. Okay, just so you know, and
right,
Lisa? Don't forget, they got a it's called a strip mall. It's got all fashion designers' clothes there. She knows about it because I used to spoil her and send her a lot of money. She said, women put in shopping. No, shoes. She said shoes for women who are going shopping. Shoes.
Can I tell y'all this though?
Go ahead. Texas Hold'em. There it is. There's all my Texas Hold'em people. Love it.
There goes some Hold'ems.
We're gonna have great lunches. We're gonna fine dine. The ladies are. We leave you guys do what guys do. Us ladies will be circulating and luxuriating.
Man, I will strip you of your money. Go ahead.
And hold on. I'm gonna tell everybody this. While Lee's playing Texas Hold'em, and while Miss BB's shopping for shoes,
I ain't shopping. I'm luxuriating.
Do you know what I'm gonna be doing?
I'm gonna be chilling. I'm gonna have a nice dinner, fine meal.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
And we're
gonna go to a couple places I really like in Vegas. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be sitting in a hotel room talking to millionaires, and I'm gonna be discussing with them what they want to do to build their wealth. Because so the journey continues. I never didn't expect it to happen. I always did. What?
I'm looking at myself.
Oh, you're
nothing to do with you.
I'm going to be sitting in a hotel room talking to future millionaires or current or new millionaires and new millionaires. And I'm going to tell them, now that you're super rich, now that you have more money than you ever imagined, what are you going to do for yourself?
Do not be part of that 85%. Please don't.
Yeah, and that's the whole question. I'm not going to be recruiting. Recruiting only comes from when you trying to get
that's not what I'm saying, Mr. B. I'm trying to say this. I'm hoping and praying that all these new millionaires don't go out and do something crazy, right? Do something crazy and end up being one of those 85% of people who are flat ass broke within 5 months. Please don't do that.
I'm gonna go get a massage.
Well,
massage, yeah, nice.
I don't even know where to go right now. Like my mind is like reeling. Like, how many people are in this chat right now?
500.
500.
Yes, Mike, I am going to go see Britney Spears. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I want to see? I want to see the, I'm a huge fan of the Cirque du Soleil.
We saw Michael Jackson.
But my friends tell me, go see the Beatles.
Shout out to Seamus. Seamus made sure we saw Michael Jackson. Thank you, Seamus.
Yeah, thank you, Seamus.
I want to go see the Beatles version, the Cirque du Soleil.
I don't gamble. Only thing I gamble is on things I know I'm going to make money at. So I won't be gambling. I like to eat, obviously, because I'm a big...
Pimpy gambles. Pimpy plays Texas Hold'em. So does his wife, and she is good.
Huh.
We used to play professionally.
Well, Miss BB used to be a professional craft player.
Oh, is that right?
Don't tell my business.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah. Tell him, babe. 12 hours straight.
I'm a lady.
12 hours straight on the table. She ain't playing.
He be telling all my business.
I want to gamble on. The only thing I'm going to gamble on is shrimp on a seafood tower. That's the only thing I'm gambling on. I don't know. You know what, y'all?
Connections when we go there, we're gonna have fun. The Venetian's nice. I see that out there.
The Venetian's very nice.
Real nice.
But
look.
Aria's nice.
If we're at the Palms for $4,000, we can get the swimming pool suite. Ooh.
Or we can get what's that? Hard Rock Cafe. Get the
yeah. We can have a pool party on the pool that goes out, and you can see through down the glass all the way down to the bottom. That's kind of scary.
I've had that one, the Hugh Hefner suite.
We'll probably get that.
And, yeah, I threw a party there.
So I could go on all night about what we're gonna party at and do.
We're not gonna do all that. We're gonna keep it cheap.
No.
Don't lie. We're gonna go to Cloud 9 because we're gonna try to keep our money, and we're just gonna rent out the whole hotel and drink Mad Dog 2020.
We gonna be off I-10 and Braeswood at the Palisade Inn.
Be meeting with my lady. We're gonna be making power moves.
Securing
the bag.
No, look, if we gotta do big. The Venetian is the bomb. The Palms is the bomb. You know what I mean?
Aria, Cosmopolitan. Hold on, the M.
No, wait. We could take what is the other one? Oh God, and they have a great hotel. Can't think of it right off the top of my head, but I'll think of it in a little bit. There's a lot of great hotels out there. We can have a lot of fun.
The point is, guys,
let's go out there for a few days, enjoy ourselves, hang out by the pool, drink some Bahama Mamas with Patron shots. Gotta be Patron.
I'll probably.
I went Nicole. She said we can rent out the Golden Nugget.
we can rent out the Mandalay Bay, but we don't want the shooter suite though. That's for damn sure.
I don't want Mandalay Bay. Period.
I just know Daisy's got to go. It's got to be pet friendly for every dog, cat, chicken, porcupine. Everybody's got a pet. Their pets can go. Your family can go. Your kids can go.
Nice. Dude, we can do they got the NASCAR experience. Okay, watch this. Let me see how many NASCAR fans are out there. If you're a NASCAR fan, hit the thumbs up real quick because they have what's called the Richard Petty NASCAR experience, where they teach you how to drive a NASCAR and it'll let you go out on the track and open it up, dude.
The ladies are not interested in that.
On the NASCAR?
Nobody.
Dude, that's even more popular than soccer.
So?
Come on now, smash the thumbs up button if you're a NASCAR fan.
Nah, Brew gave it the thumbs down. You better get your life.
No.
Well, y'all, we're gonna hang up this conversation. It's Friday night. I'm waiting to see the new central bank governor be fully appointed here this weekend. On Saturday, like I told you, when Tom told me on Saturday or Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. But we know that a lock's out. I told you guys that. We know that things are changing with the donor conference money. That's why I say a lot is a shoe in. MOE's in play. They've had statements about their whole ministry and say they got to get rid of people.
You got some things down, brother.
Dude, wait. I brought the NASCAR thing. The thumbs up button went down one. What the fuck? I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm just laughing. Somebody took a thumbs up. My bad. People don't like NASCAR. I was just asking.
I'm not going to tell you all about NASCAR. But we're just waiting. So be cool. Hold on. Take this weekend don't take this weekend as a silent victory for you dinar holders. Take it as a silent victory and get ready for the future. Let's see what happens. Don't be overtly encouraged, but don't be discouraged. Don't listen to other YouTubers out there that want to give you negative influence. Stay true to the game. I really appreciate you guys, checking in.
A lot of love for our group, man.
Yeah,
There's
man.
some great people, man.
We were on here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thank you.
You're missing out. Tell them, Mr. B.
Huh?
Guys, hey, if they're not in a Facebook group, they're missing out. There's a lot of fun things in there that we post about that we don't talk about here.
Yeah. Miss BB will post a Facebook group, and
I posted Patreon.
Again, join Patreon if you want to build your wealth.
If you're not in the Facebook group for the Kangaroo Crew, you're missing out.
It's coming. Don't
you should post that because we have a lot of fun in there.
And Pimpe posts links in the Facebook group about his own platform. The only platforms I endorse are ours and his.
All the time because not everybody agrees.
Right. So I'm going to tell you all this. Go to bed, get some sleep, be encouraged, be enthused.
Hey, I like what Steve's saying real quick. I want to respond to Steve real quick.
Okay.
Steve, you want me to blow your mind for you NASCAR people? My stepmother was a professional NASCAR driver when they were dirt tracks. And I have black and white films that she left me in which she's racing Richard Petty and his brother. And we're talking about in the 60s. In the 60s before NASCAR blew up. Dude, that's some crazy stuff. I'm like, I know that guy. She's like, yeah, we used to race against the Petty brothers way back in the day. And they literally have black and white film from back there. So I can break that. That's my brain. My stepmother used to race, and she was a female racer. Her and her husband used to race against the Petty brothers. I just want to throw that out there. I'm name dropping.
Michael Cole makes a good suggestion. We should rent a cruise ship.
I thought about that. Me and Pimpe and Mr. Frazier and I talked about that. Renting out a cruise ship, going out for 4 or 5 days, and then doing everything on that. I'm not, you know what? Vegas might be a cruise ship. Vegas might be an all-inclusive resort in Mexico.
They got casinos on them.
You don't know what we're gonna do until we do it, right? So the idea is that are you going to be there? You're going to be square. So with that, I'm going to say goodnight. You guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys on Monday with more news.
Man, it was a fun time. 282 likes, man.
While
we're live. I love it.
Have a good one, y'all. We'll talk to you guys on Monday unless breaking news happens.
Mr. B, Miss April, you have a good one.
Thank
you too, bro. See you on one of these platforms. Bye.